Hello, everybody. Greetings once again from military-occupied Santa Monica. Jeez, I'm so sorry this keeps happening. So sorry. What's up, Ember? Gamer for Life, Backyard Politics, round 3, everybody. Round 3. Bryson, Tegan, Jesus, Shaper Knuckles for Justice, Tao, Buddha. Did you get my super chat? Yes, I did save the super chats from the last stream, so I will get to all of those super chats. I apologize. I was using my phone, that kept going off, so I cut the stream from my phone. I'm now plugged into my laptop with my internet that's supposed to be high speed, so we'll see how long it takes before the soulless fuckbags at the NSA come in here. So hit the like button. Finally got a haircut, you big old hippie. Yes, I did get a haircut. Shit, I was going to put it on the screen behind me. Live from the Bermuda Triangle. Read the punk lyrics, Media Blitz by the Gems. Sweet. Third time's a charm. I feel like, hello, Buchanan Fodder. What's up? How's Baby Podfest? I want to show you this. I took a photo of my hair this morning all the way out. You like my crib? Thanks. There's right down there's my surfboard. That's a St. Bridget's cross. That's an old like Irish thing to keep my backpack. That's a Parquois, I believe it's called. That's Jefferson's writings right there. That's a painting of a sunset. I really love sunsets. That's my yellow vest. That's the screen I normally stand in front of. That's the, yeah. She's driving us crazy. I have some Batman decor for your wall if you want. Oh yeah, Pat, if you're getting rid of shit, dude, I'm down with that. Truth to tweet. How are you? This is how the sausage gets made. Absolutely. So let me show you this photo from earlier today. There's the before and after. Shit, how do we make the glare not happen? And then crazy, going insane. Look at all that. This is nuts. This is the longest my hair's been probably in like 15 years. If you watch Live from Afghanistan, you see my hair really long like this. And it was nice Joker look. That smile though, yeah. Henry Rollins. Yeah, my hair gets super curly and it gets like, and it bushes out over my ears and it just feels, but I gotta be honest, after I got my haircut, there's a part of me that was like, oh man, I should have let it. Like if the woman she texted me, was like, hey, we can cut hair now. And I was like, oh, sweet. And had she like not been able to or something, she was late and then didn't have the key, like, she, hold on, there's a photo I want to show you. There's a video. Hold on. It's horrible people. Okay, here we go. There you go.
I'm really excited because I just found out that they have opened up my hair salon. Yeah, quarantine. I've got a quarantine. My hair is so out of control. It's not driving me crazy at all. No, it's fantastic being quarantined and there's military in my city. It's awesome. Look at that.
So that was today. All right, let's read. Oh, I'll read the super chats for the last stream first. That was fantastic. Boda, what's up, Boda? Shave your knuckles for justice. Cop Thomas McClay was fired for posting "Let's Start Riot." Wow. Relaying this to JD Fiorella, Nico, and Ron. Beware the agent provocateurs like McClay and Pedersen. Yeah, thank you for telling me that, Boda. I really appreciate that. And I'm sorry, those of you who super chatted me on the last, what was it, Thursday night live stream when it just got cut. Like the last, we keep having problems. So I'm sorry I didn't get there. And I forgot to save that page, and I apologize. Maybe I can find it. Yeah, there's cops out there smashing stuff. That's why it's like when everyone's so outraged at the looting, look, I'm not, like I've said, I'm not happy the looting happened. The looting happened in my home, or not in my home, but near it. I mean, like 4 or 5 blocks away. There was a Verizon store that got smashed. But let's be clear on several things. First of all, there's cops and white nationalists smashing stuff, for sure. And also the people that are doing it, I also get where they're coming from, because it's like Richard Wolff said this. I mean, right now we have huge wealth inequities. And in this 3 months of quarantine, billionaires have made over $420 billion just off of profiting from the quarantine. Companies like Walmart and Amazon, and they're making crazy money. So some people going in, and my heart breaks for the small businesses that happened to. I'm a small business owner, and I'm sorry that happened. That sucks. But like, some of it is like the people just redistributed some of the wealth. These big corporations, that like have all this money and all these products, and so. But yeah, we need to really stay on top of these cops that are starting some of the riots and some of the looting. We really need to stay on top of that. And it's good. We all need to report it and keep talking about it. That's why we're all citizen journalists. You're all citizen journalists. If you go to a protest with one of these in your hand, roll it. Citizen journalism, man. So Eric Lawrence, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. I just bought tickets to your event in Milwaukee. I hope we're able to make it, Eric. I hope we're able to make it. It keeps getting moved. There's no, I don't think there's a Democratic convention now that they just named Joe Biden, which I knew was going to happen when the pandemic started. There's not going to be a convention. They're just going to name Joe Biden. Trump's awful. Part of me's like, I just physically can't vote for either of these two people, and I'm going to vote third party. But if people want to vote for Biden, great, go for it. The country is falling apart. All of the bullshit of this country is coming to a head, starting with 400 years of slavery and genocide and stealing land from indigenous people, on up to the 4 or 5 decade long corporate coup. I mean, everyone's fed up with all of it. The police brutality, killing unarmed black men is awful. And the police brutality against everybody, the inequities of look, on the federal level, we spend all this money on war, and we don't have money for free healthcare. We don't have money for free college. but we always have money for war. And it's the exact same. It's the exact same on the local level. Every police department is overfunded, and I bet you every city in America, from small towns like Salem, Oregon, and stuff like that, all the way on up to New York City, and everywhere in between, Dallas, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, you name it, Chicago, you name it, you name it, you name it. I could guarantee you, it's just like Los Angeles, where there's no money for homeless, there's no money for social programs, there's no money for schools, but there's always money for cops to have armored vehicles and riot gear and all this other shit. Like, and some people are like, well, we shouldn't defund the cops because we do need them. You know, I'm down with defunding the police. And if you were like, well, we got to, then I want a different allocation of the money for the police departments. I don't want any more money spent on riot gear and fucking assault vehicles and automatic weapons. That's bullshit. Then if you are, then spend money on training, then take some of that money away from the police department and give it to like start a homeless outreach. Give them housing, and a housing facility, not just a bed. I'm talking about a nice facility where it's like there's drug treatment, you know, AA meetings, on down to rehab, mental health, physical, you know, all kinds of medical care, job training, and the percentage of the homeless population that's like dealing with severe, you know, schizophrenia or whatever, then they get taken care of, man. Then you start doing that, then that's a thing. We should be spending money on that rather than more automatic weapons for the police. So, because as I've told you before, local governments are different than the federal government in terms of their funding. So the federal government has the Federal Reserve and the Treasury, which can just issue money, basically. Local and state governments can't do that. They're dependent upon federal money that's given to them by the federal government. They're dependent upon tax revenue and bond measures and stuff like that. So every city and state is going to get, is having budget shortfalls because of this shutdown. And we got to address real issues, man. We need to spend money on schools. We need an even distribution of wealth. And the thing, getting back to it, like, white people have to, when it's one thing to protest and to put stuff on social media and all that's great and get involved, that's great. But like, when wealthy white people are willing to give up some of their money for their kids' private school so that there's good public schools in Black and brown neighborhoods, that's what needs to happen. That's part of the like white privileges. Oh, I have the money to send my kids to private school. And it's like, what if that money went to give everybody in your city good public schools? You know, so I went off on a lot of things, but for Milwaukee, but thanks, Eric. Costello, Shaving Knuckles for Justice. At least they showed ads beforehand on YouTube. That's good. Thanks, Costello. Maddie Zubik, what is your thoughts on Antifa behind the protests? Well, let's talk about Antifa here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, everybody. First of all, 292 watching, 132 likes. Please hit the like button. So Antifa stands for anti-fascist. There's no Antifa clubhouse, organization, website. I mean, where is this scary group Antifa? They're people who are anti-fascists. So any World War II veteran is an anti-fascist because that's who we were fighting in World War II. So every World War II memorial is an Antifa memorial. It's a memorial to Antifas that laid their life on the line. So Antifa saved Cornel West's life, as Emberg 33 is pointing out there. So anti-fascists are sick of what's going on because we have fascism right here in America. And I had two uncles that fought in World War II against fascists. to my knowledge, they both fought in like Asia. So they were fighting mainly the Japanese, but Hirohito, that was fascist. Mussolini was fascist, and Hitler was obviously fascist. So this like, oh, Antifa is this scary group. No, they're anti-fascists. So I'm Antifa, I guess. I'm not in some group. I don't have an Antifa membership card. I haven't been to a meeting. I'm not on some mailing list, but I'm anti-fascist. And Antigua is anti-fascist? Oh, I'm a fascist now? Well, that's interesting. So it's like Kit Cabello, break away from neoliberalism. What's up, Kit? How you doing, man? All anti-apartheid is Antifa. My father was Navy. Part of his group took part in invasion of Italy. Stalin was worse than all of them. Yeah, Stalin was pretty brutal. There's Facebook groups, they got logos and stuff, but the version Trump and the media put out there is complete fantasy. Yeah. So are there people saying they're Antifa, going out being crazy violent? Yeah. Yes, probably, absolutely. But let's also look to, we've studied a lot about private intelligence on this show, right? We've had Susie Dawson come on the show. I let her use my live stream last year. She talked about how private intelligence has infiltrated Antifa to make them be more violent so that the government and everyone, Trump and Fox News goes, Antifa's these violent lefties. So there's a lot of people trying to co-opt, hijack, malign the protests. The protests that are organized by Black Lives Matter are about ending police brutality and acknowledging, saying the names of people like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, like who literally would have been 27 the other day. So but all of this can be true. The cops are showing up armed to the teeth, wanting to start fights. They show up with riot gear. They want people to throw shit at them so they can go, see, we had no choice. There's angry young Black people who are like, fuck this. I'm going to throw a rock through the window of that fancy fucking store. There's probably Antifa people going, yeah, fuck capitalism. There's probably angry lefty socialists who are like, fuck capitalism. There's white nationalists going, let's make this look like it's the Black people doing this so we can start a race war. There's the cops doing it. There's probably the FBI and private intelligence doing it. Like everyone's trying to, all of these things could be true together. So it's actually this group that's behind it, or that group. Everyone's pissed off. Everyone's pissed off, man. I mean, I had the cops, I showed you the footage. They almost ran me over. Get the fuck out of the way. The cops instigated the shit in Santa Monica. Fiorella and Johnny from Convo Couch, they were arrested for being journalists, and the cops treated them like animals. They saw people get shot with rubber bullets. So guess what, police departments all over America? You know what you just did? You just radicalized a lot of young people. All these young people at these protests, and I mean, there's people of all ages, but it's primarily people probably 30 and under. The biggest percentage is probably 15 to 25, you know? So, and I saw a lot of, you know, what's different about these protests than the ones in the past. And I was talking to some people after one of that, when I was asked to speak at that, that one rally on Thursday. This dude came up to me, black guy, probably around my age, you know, mid 40s, early 50s. And he's like, he goes, man, I've never seen this many white people. He's like, okay. And you know what just happened is a bunch of middle-class white people who've never probably had any negative interactions with the police, all just got their asses kicked this past week all over the country, or saw violence or watched videos of violence instigated by the police. And those young people got radicalized, man, this past week. They just got radicalized. They were just like, holy shit. I mean, think about it. You're a suburban white person. You grew up in a small white, primarily white town, and you've never had how many of you had negative interactions with the police growing up, by and large, if you were middle class and white? Probably not. Probably not. Backyard Politics makes a good point. I've been to dozens of protests and there's never been this kind of crap from the cops. Yeah, they doubled down, man. This past week, they fucking doubled down on the violence. So this is a critical point. People might really get involved more now more than ever. And yeah. And this is what a crumbling empire looks like. I mean, when the British Empire was on its last legs in like the 60s and 70s is when they doubled down on like the Irish in Northern Ireland. And the Irish responded with like IRA and stuff, but it was the British government just doubled down. That's when they went into the Falkland Islands. They were like the end of the rope for the English Empire. You know, sun never sets on the Union Jack, and they doubled down. And that's what this country's doing. Democratic mayors. We have a Republican fascist idiot in the White House who's like, I'm going to send the military out to everywhere, which just exposes the hypocrisy of the MAGA hat. All those people 3 weeks ago that were showing up with their guns, open this country up. And now they're like, oh, send in the military, you know. And they're so outnumbered. I mean, how many cities and states had those open us up protests with the MAGA hat people with the guns? How many? What just happened this last week? All 50 states. Idaho, I mean, every state in 18 countries. They just had tens of thousands of people in the street in Brisbane, Australia. Sydney. I mean, all of you who are from all over, all of you fans who are from all over the world have been sending me stuff about Graham. Look, my town, in England, in the UK, in Europe, in Australia. So it's like, you mean, Graham, you don't have an Antifa decoder ring to follow Antifa members? Our militia was protected, informed, and supported by Salem PD. Fuck the police. Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing that video, that Fiorella that I've retweeted on my Twitter handle, at Graham Elwood, of protecting the Proud Boys. It's a group of Proud Boys, white nationalists. And this cop's like, look, this is going to get rough once you guys stay back here. So hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. Yeah, for those of you just tuning in, I was trying to use my setup behind me, and we had all these tech issues. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I tried OBS. I tried StreamYard. So I'm just using this right off of this. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's my thoughts on Antifa. I kind of went off on a wide thing. Emberg 33, replace cops with TCI certified social workers. Yeah. I mean, first of all, we got to retrain the police from the ground up. I mean, they're trained to just treat. I mean, you saw it. If you were at a protest, you saw it with your own eyes. If you watched any of the video from this past week, you saw it with your own eyes. They just treat you as an enemy combatant. They don't look at you as a human being. So, Emberg 33, New York attorney says he sees criminals, not protesters. Oh, I guess I know what I need to do. I need to open up a... Sorry, no, I need to get to... Those are all the super chats from... All right, let me get to the super chats from this stream. So confusing when the stream gets cut to back. There's super chats on multiple things. But hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. All this stuff with my SBA loan finally cleared. I finally got my unemployment, thank God. So this week I'm going to be able to, I took my SBA loan money and opened up it with a credit union. I finally found a credit union that takes corporate S-corps. So I went to four different ones. They all said they didn't take my type of, what? But I finally found one. So I'm going to be able to hire some people, which is good, put some money back into the economy. Because that's what I really need help with. Well, I need a technical producer to help. So when shit like this goes down during a live stream, there's somebody who can like get on it as it's happening. And then I need somebody to edit and all this other stuff. So we got a little bit of money for that to help with that. And also I wanted to show you the so Vigilante will be available soon. Make Gotham Great Again, organic breakfast green tea, green breakfast tea. And there's only 50 of them made. So I'm in a number right here. You're going to get whatever, number 1 through 50 when I put these for sale online this week. And they're so good. It's a combination of Chinese and Japanese organic green tea. It's so good. And it's made by this company, ZT in Austin, Texas. So, and it's, I made this cool interview with Jeffrey from ZT, who's a big fan of this show and Jimmy Dore and all that stuff. And we talked about how, why tea is important to us and make Gotham great again, what that means. It means Gotham is a fictional city that is just utterly corrupt. And Bruce Wayne was a rich kid born into privilege who saw his parents get murdered. And they were murdered by just a common street criminal. And he understood the economics of that. I mean, when it was first written, it was the Depression. So, so that tea is going to be available. There's going to be only 50 of them available, and they're going to be $20, and that includes shipping. So free shipping. It's organic, and it's fair wage. So Jeffrey explained to me that the farmers and the growers of the tea in China and Japan get like the bulk of the money, which is awesome. So they're really well paid. The Chinese tea, and I'm going to release this video about it, is from this Buddhist temple where this basically like indigenous tribe within China grows this tea. And no one's ever mixed Chinese and Japanese green tea before. It's unique, and it's and I'll ship it. So you're supporting my small business. You're supporting a small business in Austin, Texas that's run by a big lefty socialist who pays his employees well. And he's struggling. I mean, he's doing okay because he was a retail business and he lost 90% of his sales because retail all got shut down. So he really started to up his online game. The growers who make the tea are paid the best, and that's how it should be. The people that actually do the labor get paid the best. And I ship it through the post office. I always use the post office, which is union labor, and I put it in packaging made from recycled materials. And you'll get turned. If you like really good loose leaf tea, you're going to love this. If you're new to loose leaf tea, this will be the one. Hit the like button, citizens. All right. Sam Dean, what's up, brother? Now you're going to have to learn to play the harmonica when these tech issues arise because, dang it, we're getting a song. All right, brother, I'll get that harmonica working. Matt Clark, Shave Your Knuckles with Justice. F 'em, Graham. You have survived much worse than you effing you. Stay strong. Thank you. I will. Thank you. Vashon, Dog Boy, what's up? I think you need to bring back the business in the front, party in the back. Mullet, keep protesting America. Yeah. And the keep protesting thing, look, folks, we just had a week of protesting and they're still going on. They're not going away. So get involved in any way that you can. And don't feel bad if you can't go to every protest in your town because we all need to take breaks. This protesting stuff, this is going on for a while. The anti-Vietnam War protests went on for 6 years. Started in the late 67, 68, somewhere around there. And they went through 73, 74. The Paris Agreement was 73 or 74. We pulled the last troops out of Saigon in 75. So the police departments, as we've seen, are not just going to change overnight. And you got to keep the pressure on. You got to call your local representatives. If you don't feel comfortable going to the protest because of COVID or whatever, there's so many other ways to participate. And calling the local governments, we need to pressure our local governments so hard. And that's something we're going to need to do. And we got to keep protesting in so many ways. No, vote with your dollars now more than ever. Support small businesses. Support small businesses run by Black people and people of color. Support union labor. Support co-ops. Look, we live in America, and if you're in any industrial Western country, look, I have a Big Apple phone. I use T-Mobile. These are big corporations. Frontier does my, Wi-Fi. I mean, I still have some bank accounts, that I'm just going to slowly start migrating over to that are at Wells. Look, we all have big corporations we have to deal with, but really choose, I was thinking now that I've, finally got some unemployment. It's not a lot, but it's really going to help out. So now I can use that to, pay stuff, and I'm not just the YouTube channel. I can put that money back in my business and hire people because I had to let all these part-time people go. I haven't been able to hire anybody really. Now I can hire them back. And I'm really conscious, where am I going out to eat? I'm not, I'm finally starting to order, to get takeout a little bit. I want to know what restaurant where my business is going. Is this a local business? Is this a family-owned business? The place that I get the t-shirts made, it's this Latino couple, and they put in their window, Latino-owned business when the protests were happening. And so, we all got to really think where and how we're spending our money and who's getting our money. Because the big corporations, as I've said, they just have made $430 billion during this pandemic. We're all struggling, but those assholes are profiting from this. The stock market went up on Monday after the protests of the weekend. What? Oh, tear gas stocks went through the roof. What the fuck? So we all have to protest in all these different ways because what people are protesting is the whole system is broken. Obviously, the the 400 years of legal lynching of Black people. We got to confront all of it. And the looting that Wall Street is doing, we got to confront all of it. So we have to keep protesting. Give yourself breaks. Don't burn yourself out. Take time out. You know, you're feeling stressed or physical. I was like, the stress of of last week was a lot, man. I was having a hard time sleeping. My PTSD was triggered. So if you've got PTSD, my nervous system was like, I was like always like vibrating on this level all the time. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting. So I had to take a break. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going to protests. I'm going to have people like Ron and Fiorella and Pasta report back to me from a live protest. So I'm going to do that. So that's what we got to do. Thanks, Fashion. Emberg 33, what's up, Mark? Maybe switch to Rockfin when this happens again. No, dude, I was this close, brother. Believe me, if YouTube keeps fucking with me like this, but there was something wrong something was up with OBS. And then when StreamYard wouldn't recognize my camera. So I don't know if there's some tech thing on my end now again. So, yeah. If it was just solely YouTube messing with me, then yeah, I would just I might start live streaming on Rockfin more and do some free live streams and then do the Monday night, for members or something like that. So I appreciate that though, Mark. Bernie or Guillotine 2020, shave your knuckles for justice. I know the looting is done by the police. It's easy to prove with logic because if it was real looting, they'd be looting ice cream from $22,000 fridges. Yeah. Well, what happens is a cop or someone will just like smash out a window and then go, hey, and then people, of course, are going to run in. So they initiate so much of it. Barney or Guillotine 2020, shave your knuckles for justice. ACLU Minnesota, at ACLU Minnesota, reporting Minnesota City Council is going to defund the police. That's awesome. That's a thing. Stay on top of it. Donate some money. So Ron and I did that comedy show last Saturday, a week ago, or Sunday, and we took all the proceeds and half of it went to this organization in Minnesota that is helping businesses that got affected by the George Floyd riots, which we know some of them were started, the fires and stuff were started by white nationalists and police. And then the other organization that we took all 100% of the money for those tickets went to these two organizations. We just split it down the middle. Half went to that Minnesota organization, and the other half went to the People's City Council here in Los Angeles, which is helping with like legal fees for protesters and shit like that. Sam Dean, Shaver Knuckles for Justice, new character, Kaylee Maganani. Nice, yeah. Siva Ganam, Shaver Knuckles for Justice. What is the chance of Trump winning again? Well, I don't know. It doesn't look good because the way he's handled the pandemic and the way he's handling, obviously, his handling of these protests just show he's the worst. So I think this past week, it really fell hard. It really fell hard. His chance of winning again fell hard. A month ago, I would have said he could still win very easily because the Democrats are doing nothing. I want to make this comparison very clear. The cop with the knee on the neck, that's Trump and the Republicans. The Democrats are the cops standing around letting it happen. So it doesn't look good for Trump winning again, especially in light of, again, the racist shit he said this past week or the week before, when the protests first started, when he said they riot, we shoot, or whatever, that crap, calling the looters thugs, that fucking crazy, holding the Bible upside down. And look, his diehard supporters are, we saw this past week how like millions of people, like tens of millions of people took to the streets in all 50 states in America, and in multiple cities in every single state. How many people all told came out for these open the country back up with their MAGA hats and their guns? How many? 10,000? 100,000? Like how many total? They weren't even in every state. So they're seeing all those MAGA people really saw, holy shit, we are drastically outnumbered. There is more of us than there are of them. And Trump cannot, like, yeah, a bunch of Democratic governors and mayors unleashed the military on their cities, but Trump said, I'm going to do it too. So you're seeing both parties want martial law. The scare baby Trump supporters were all tough a couple weeks ago. I need my country opened up. And now they're like, martial law, we need military, help us. So I don't see Trump winning. And like I said, I live in California. There's no way Trump's going to win California. So I can't vote for Joe Biden. I cannot do it. Probably he's going to win. Joe Biden's probably going to win, which, all right, we get rid of Trump and then we hold Biden as accountable. We can't, then there's no, the thing that, the positive thing that happens if Biden does win is now there's nothing the vote any blue will do crowd can say anymore. They can't blame us progressives. Oh, we're like, okay, you got Biden in there. Now what? You're going to let him slide? Because that's the thing I'm seeing out of these protests this past week, the stuff that's making me very positive. Watching the state, this empire, this collapsing kleptocracy double down on oppressing its own citizens. I'm not shocked it happened. It's terrifying to watch it in real time. I mean, there's military less than a half mile from where I'm sitting right now. But if Biden were to win, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be like, yay. I'd be like, oh, great. Now Trump, one rapist is replaced by another, and Trump's a fascist idiot. And then it's like we can all double down on Joe Biden's bullshit without all the vote any blue will do. Okay, you got your fucking guy in here. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, telling cops to shoot people in the leg? You got your guy in here. You can't blame us. Lefty progressives, the true, like, I'm not liberal. Like I said, I don't even know if I want to call myself a progressive anymore. I'm like an anti-war socialist, pro-labor, anti-war, anti-fascist socialist. So then it's like, okay, Trump's gone. The boogeyman's gone. So now let's go. And everyone can get in the fucking face of, then Joe Biden and the Democratic Party and Pelosi will have no more excuses. So in a way, Biden winning might actually be good for us and our movement to be like, okay, motherfuckers, you got your orange Nazi out. Now what? Now what? Free healthcare. Yeah, but no. Free healthcare. Trump's gone, but Trump and Russia. No. There's no Trump. There's no Russia. It's now you. You're in charge. Do it, or we'll get you the fuck out of here. That's how I see it. I think Trump's last couple of weeks are showing, even to his moderate base, his diehard base, they're dumb and they'll ride that ship into the dirt. And they'll still be like wearing MAGA hats 20 years from now. But who cares? Fuck them and their Confederate flag. The Confederate flag, by the way, is the flag of a failed army. It's an army that tried to defeat the United States of America and lost. So anyone that proudly waves the Confederate flag might as well wave the fucking North Korean flag, because that's a military, that's a country we fought in a war, tied, basically. Korean War was sort of a draw. Anybody proudly waving the North Korean flag around America? So I'm done. I'm done with that. That's you're a fascist. You're supporting a losing army. Get on the right side of things. Anyway, you have a good point. Shave your knuckles for justice. Message retracted. Great message. Cuttaphil, what's up, Cuttaphil? Have you, Ron, or Jimmy tried reaching out to busted agent provocateurs, ex-wives, etc., who outed them? It would be interesting on what they say about them. No, I have not, but Cuttaphil, that's a fucking great idea. That's a great idea to just like, so what was it like being married to this dumb meathead? Like, did you have to do steroids too, or just him? But Cuttaphil, that's a good idea. I'll try to reach out to them. Right on, right on, right on. 398 watt. Wait, 470, 309. Boom, boom. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All politicians suck because we don't have statesmen anymore. Yep. Democrats always find enough members to vote with Republicans to kill progressive legislation with piece of shit like Joe Manchin. Absolutely. The Democratic Party, neoliberals throughout history have been the single biggest barrier to progressive issues, populist issues getting passed. It's not the right. It's not the right. The right's awful, but they're always a small number. It's why Hedges wrote that book, Death of the Liberal Class. It's the liberal class, the neoliberal class that has always been in the way. All of our hard lefty issues that we want, healthcare, education, no money on war, all this stuff, decriminalizing marijuana, you name it. It's the fucking neoliberals that get in the way. So, plus remember, Kim Iverson predicted Biden would win. Don't have to vote for him in non-swing states, though. Yeah, she might have. Anti-fascist phone number is yeah. I mean, if you're in a swing state, I'll leave it up to you. I mean, I'm not, but I have the luxury of living in vote blue no matter who, California. If I lived in a swing state, me personally, there's a good chance I probably wouldn't vote for him. It would, because I just don't know. I mean, as fucking much as that Trump is such an evil, fascist, coked out bag of dicks, I just think I would have to vote third party. But if anyone, if you feel like I'm in a swing state, Graham, and Trump scares me too much, which he's shown his true hand this past week, I get it. And like I was just saying to all of us in this community, there's 502 of you watching, 331 likes. We should have 502 likes, shouldn't we? All of you who are big Bernie supporters, all of you that are Green Party, all of you that are Movement for a People's Party, all of you in the DSA. Because if Trump wins a second term, obviously they'll blame us like they did last time. I got screamed at for being a Jill Stein voter. So let Biden win. Let him win. I mean, if you're in a swing state and you want to vote for him, great. Because then it's like, now, here we go. Great. You got your guy in there? Okay. Now what, motherfuckers? Here's your guy. Are you going to call out Joe Biden? Are you going to call out the Democratic Party now? Are you going to finally hold them accountable? The reason we have Trump is the lack of accountability by neoliberals with the Obama-Biden 8 years. So part of me is like, okay, this week's been, we're seeing it's awful this past week, and we're going to have more protests. There's going to be more violence. There's going to be more looting. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they stay peaceful, but they want to double down on violence. And it's great to see the protesters this week, the week after, the second week in Los Angeles, I heard like the Black Lives Matter protesters were even more organized about like, hey, people wanting to cause trouble or whatever. I'm just worried that they really, the agent provocateurs and the cops and some Trumper gun nut is going to show up, and that's what worries me. All neoliberals are for Trump. Show me one not, and I'll show you an 8-back paid liar. Yeah. But yeah, we get to, I was saying how Biden was an idiot and not a choice. And my mom reminded me his first problem was Alzheimer's, and that's a bad idea. Yeah. It's like, I'm thinking of creating and running for president on methane party. Can't stink as much as Dems or Republicans. Did I keep the party in the bag, Jenna Turnova? No, I did not. I'm all business, kids. 3 months of partying. Now we're down to business. I got it tight. My vegan guns are dialed in. Look at those vegan guns. Look at them. That was weird. That got weird. That's on me. 336 likes. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching Political Vigilante. I'm here live in military-occupied Santa Monica. There's military. Day 7 of a military occupation in an American city. Obey Satan? No. I will not do that. Satan is the devil. He's evil. We should hold them accountable, accounting for all things they did, include more. Yeah. Smoothie recipe. Oh, my smoothie I had earlier. I was laughing when the image froze. Those of you who were here at the beginning, well, my image froze for whatever reason, and someone put, boy, that must be a really good smoothie. Just, it was unsweetened organic almond milk. It was frozen organic strawberries. It was a little bit of bee pollen. It was a scoop of peanut butter and a scoop of vegan protein powder. It was fantastic. David Wint, I did not miss your super chat. I will go back to them, my friend. Don't you worry your pretty little head, David. I'm going to get you your super chat. It's going to be the best, prettiest super chat we've ever had. Maybe I did miss it. Sorry. I'm a fuckstick. No. Here we go. I have not gotten to it yet. Melissa H. What's up, Melissa? Are you saving your dollars for justice? London protests, throwing stuff at cops. Cops in line to move them back. No batons, no tear gas, no rubber bullets. What is wrong with us in the USA? I know. First of all, the London police did not show up in riot gear. They didn't have guns. And when they got stuff thrown at them, it's like they're throwing stuff. I mean, the Santa Monica PD, when they had their other protest on Thursday where I spoke, and I forgot, I gave a speech. It's there from Thursday the 4th, I think. And there was Santa Monica, and somebody's like, how come you guys don't have riot gear now? And they're like, well, no one's throwing anything at us. No, you showed up wanting that to happen. And if you're a cop and you can't handle people throwing stuff at you at a anti-police brutality riot, protest, whatever, I forget, I don't want to use the term riot, civil, peaceful protest that you turn, and some people are mad at you, you can't handle that, then you shouldn't be a cop. Then this job's not for you. They didn't show up with knives and pitchforks and guns. Somebody threw a rock. Somebody threw a bottle of water. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Oh, pumpkin, was the protest mean to you? So the USA has a militarized police department that has been brutalizing black people for decades. And this is the ruling class, God, why neoliberals are so awful, is they placate people on the left with diversity. So there's a video of a female cop. She looks like she's maybe Latino or Asian or something, like a woman of color, with her knee on the neck of a protester from like Saturday. You know, yeah. And they just go, oh, see, change is happening. So you could put in as many black cops and female cops, but if the system is so broken, then yes, female cops have been acquitted for killing unarmed black men. Black cops have been acquitted for killing unarmed black men. Latino cops, Asian. One of those cops in fucking Minnesota when Chauvin was murdering George Floyd was an Asian guy. Asian cop, just sitting there letting it happen. Kamala Harris put 120,000 black men behind bars. Jackie Lacey, who is the district attorney in Los Angeles, is a black woman and a Democrat. So that's why we can't fall for the identity politics is a bumper sticker, man. It's not. A change comes at a policy from rewriting it from the ground up. Difference how we fund it, how we spend the funding. So don't fall for the say the city of Santa Monica, female mayor, female police chief. Our last two police chiefs have been women. The current one is a white woman. The one before her was a black woman. Look what happened. They showed up, they boxed the protesters in, they show up with riot gear, and then they weirdly weren't around protecting all the stores in the mall on the 3rd Street Promenade that was like 2 blocks away. They were all worried about the protesters and then just let the stores, idiots. Thugs, roided out jackasses. So all that a female this and that's not enough. That ain't gonna do it. Gina Haspel is the head of the CIA. She's pro-torture. John Kiriakou, who I had on this show, former CIA, who's a whistleblower, wrote an op-ed piece in the New York Times saying anybody but Gina Haspel. He's like, I'm all for the first having a woman head of the CIA. It's been a boys' club. It's been all white guys primarily. Let's get a woman in there, but anyone but her. She used to fly around to CIA black sites and watch people get tortured. She just liked watching people get tortured. So don't fall for the diversity policy changes, funding changes, all of that. Ember 33, New York Attorney said he sees criminals, not protesters. Of course. Of course. And that's how again, the whole system is broken. The cops just see you on the street as an enemy combatant. They just see you they don't see you as a person protesting who's sad and upset and lost a friend and wants the world to be a better place. They don't see that. They see you as a target. And the prosecutors see you that way as a statistic for arrest stats to help get especially the prosecutors, the district attorneys, which are elected officials. So they all need to be tough on crime. So you're a statistic. The private prisons see you as a dollar sign if you're black. They need criminals. The opioid epidemic has been a boon to the private prison industry. Because now we've got working class and poor white people getting in the rural areas. Oh God, now we got them in the private prison. This is awesome. They don't see any of us as human. They see us as criminals and they see us as a line item in a budget. Mayor, shave your knuckles for justice. Seeing the protests from around the world made me feel loved and seen. Oh man, wasn't that great? I saw that somebody sent me something from Brisbane. Fuck. It was I'm going to show you this. I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. It was so cool. Is it this one? No, it was. Who sent me that? Boom, boom. I just want to show you. It was really cool. Yes. That's Brisbane. Look at that.
There were concerns from all these on two fronts. That was obviously in the middle of a pandemic here, and the size of the streets here in Brisbane, it's almost impossible to be able to socially distance appropriately. We saw this morning that a lot of people were wearing masks. Police were even handing those masks out. People were using hand sanitizer, but just the sheer size of the crowd did make it very difficult for people to stay that 1.5 meters apart from each other.
Look at that. They're like dancing.
There is a heavy presence, but there's certainly
Indigenous people dancing.
They have stayed on the sidelines for the most part. There was a section of the afternoon here in the march when the crowd went to a police station in South Brisbane and ordering the inspector who runs the police station to come out and fly the Aboriginal flag. They didn't want to leave the
Aboriginal flag. They want to fly the Aboriginal flag.
We see pictures, I'm not sure if you're seeing them now, but they taped a flag to the station there. They've now made their way back here to the local park, and as far as we know, what we've been told is that there haven't been any troublemakers today. It's a very, very peaceful afternoon.
That's so awesome. So know that if you're in some protest in a big city or some small town, you're part of that. The whole world. If you're in like rural Nebraska or Canada or wherever you live, you're a part of a protest in Santa Monica, in Brisbane, in London. Because we can't let these racist, fascist assholes win. We just fucking cannot. We just cannot. And Australia is a primarily white country. It does not have a great history. The way it treated the Aboriginal people, it came and stole their land. You couldn't immigrate to Australia if you weren't white up until the 60s, I understand. They got right-wing fucksticks in that country too. We can't let them win, man. We just can't. We just can't let them win. Fuck you. It's over. You're fucking fascist, Klan, Nazi. It's done. We're done. We're done. We're done. And it's really white people have to be. We have to say, you're done. Because people of color, black people, Aboriginal, Native American, whatever, they've been having to bear this burden for far too long, and it's done. It's done. In America, they've been having to wear it for 400 fucking years, and it's over. We got to just say no. You got a racist family member that's like, wow, they shouldn't be. You got to shut them down. You have to shut them down. There's nothing for us as white people to say on how the black community should be handling this or that. That's not for us to say, but it's our responsibility to tell white people, no more of this shit. Fuck you. We're taking the world back. Peaceful, progressive people. It's our world, not your fucking hate-filled gun war world, not your fucking greedy corporate fucking world, not your fucking screw people over so you can turn a dollar world, not your fucking slave labor world, not your fucking Jeff Bezos world, not your fucking $150 million mansion world. No. You should be spending $150 million on housing for the homeless. And if you can't do that, then fuck you. Billionaires are outlawed. Racist cops are done. They're in jail. Not suspended, not slap on the wrist. You murder somebody, you go to jail. I don't give a fuck if you're a cop. I don't care if you're a politician. People that are your business op practices, murder, kill people, you go to prison. You don't pay a fine. You don't pay a civil court suit. You go to fucking jail, man. This is up to us. The whole world's, we're all together now. That's the beautiful thing. They shut us down. They put us in a pandemic. They thought, oh, we'll keep everybody. We'll swoop in and we'll do what we want. No, we all said no. The whole world has just said nope. The whole world has said that. So, fuck off. Just say no. Roll camera on them. Somebody says something racist. Just talk, oh, what are you doing? Well, and put it on social media, find out where they work, get them fucking fired. The LA Galaxy is an MLS soccer team that I watch, that I'm a fan of. One of the players' wives said something stupid, racist thing on Instagram. They cut him. He's off the fucking team. You're fucking done. You got a dumb racist wife? Sorry, friend. You're out of a fucking job. You're done. Fuck you. Drew Brees says that shit. The military doesn't own the goddamn flag. The military does not own the national anthem. That's not the flag and the national anthem are not the sole providence of the United States fucking military. The flag is all of ours. So if I want to salute it, I get to do that. If I want to fucking whip my dick out, I get to do that. If I want to flip the fucking flag off, I get to do that. If I want to have a pink mohawk, I get to fucking do that. So fuck you, man. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I want fucking homeless off the streets. I want them taken care of. I want everybody to have a fucking education, a good one. I want everybody to have a good job. Everybody deserves health care. And if you can't fucking give me that, then we're going to burn your fucking little palace down. You got that? You greedy cocksuckers? Do you got that? Fuck you. You better fucking wake the fuck up, you small minority of racist, fascist, greedy assholes. You better wake the fuck up, because they're peaceful protester now, but there's going to be a 40,000 people. So we're going to come to 40, 100,000, maybe 100, 200,000 people are just going to go, no, we're taking over the Capitol building. Do you hear me, Nancy Pelosi? Chuck Schumer? Mitch McConnell? You're done. You're done. Pack your shit. Take your fucking 5-chin, Mitch McConnell. Take your fucking ice cream cooler and get out. Give up your money. Give it to the home. Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi are each worth in the neighborhood of $100 million each. So that's that. This is our world, not theirs. This is ours, and we're going to take it and make it fair for everybody. And I want a society where we all wake up in the morning and go, is everybody taken care of? Not, I got to get mine. I got to get mine. Give me, 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 me. No. Is everyone taken care of? Is everybody okay? Who needs something? That's the world I want to live in. Not get a gun and they're coming. I'm going to defend my fucking trailer park. Fuck you. You're not a Christian, by the way, if you do that. You right wing. Don't you quote Jesus to me. Jesus was a socialist. He loved everybody. Do not quote Jesus to me when you're holding a gun and a Confederate flag. Do not do that. You are an offense to the United States of America. You're an offense to Jesus. So shut your fucking right-wing mouth and get your fucking shit straight. Read the Constitution. Can you read? And then actually read the teachings of Jesus Christ. He hung out with lepers and prostitutes. He didn't have a gun outside of his trailer park. So wake the fuck up. This is ours. And white people, we need to lead on this one. We need to be holding other white racists accountable. That is on us. That is on us. We can't stand on the sidelines anymore. You're for war. You're for prisons. You're for fucking more cops. No. Jesus washed the feet of the poor. Yeah. Jesus Christ washed the feet of the poor. I'm sorry, Backyard Nick. I thought he was didn't he build a wall and get an AR-15? Wasn't that, which passage was that? NRA 316, is that Didn't he want to make America? I thought he wanted to make America great again. Are you sure? Washing the feet of the poor sounds like some hippie shit. I'm done listening to the fucking right-wing fascists. Fuck you. Read a book, read the Bible, read the Constitution. David Went, what's up, brother? I wasn't going to miss you, my man. Hey, Graham, did you see this breaking? USA demands Prince Andrew was handed over to face questions over Epstein. For real? I did not see that, David Went. Thank you for showing me that. Sounds like I'm going to have a story to do tomorrow. Thanks, dude. Yeah, get that fucking... And that's another thing. That's a fucking another thing. You billionaire pedophiles that get to rape and sell children? I don't know. Where does that land? Within the Constitution and the teachings of Jesus. Fuck you. They're Satanists. They're pure evil. Round these motherfuckers up. Prince Andrew, I want to perp walk that motherfucker. I did not see that, David. Thank you. Boda, shave your knuckles for justice. Abolish police unions, take away the immunity, don't allow for liability insurance, demilitarize, charge and double their fines, sentence for crimes we would commit, and take the money from their pension. Yeah, that's the thing. Because here's the other thing that's fucked up. One of the many things that's wrong with our policing system. If a cop does something violent, police brutality, and he doesn't get used, 99% of them get acquitted, and there's a civil lawsuit, and the cop, you know who has to pay that? The city. So the taxpayers of that city have to pay for this violent asshole. We need civilian oversight, civilian review boards, because right now when a cop fucks up, other police decide if it was a crime or not. Oh, okay. That's good. So when a drug cartel commits crimes, we'll let the drug cartel figure out if the guy was guilty or not. That makes sense, right? It's like giving the banks trillions of dollars and then hoping that they spend it to help people. And when they don't, we go, oh. Good point, Boda. Hey, mayors, do patrons get first crack at the tea? No, I haven't thought of that. I was just gonna put it up, but maybe patrons get the first, I'll put it up for like the first 2 hours for patrons only or something like that. Because I want this to be the people's tea. But I'll announce when they're going to go on sale. I'll give you time and I'll say if they're going to go on sale some point next week. I got to get my web designer to build the page, which I think she's already in the process of that. But Animax or Shaving Knuckles for Justice. There are video buffers you can get for your system as well as cloud video buffer services that prevent this when streaming video. Oh, good to know. I'll look into that. I'll talk to Johnny and Arno. They've been very helpful. They might know about that. But thank you, Animax. I appreciate that. Kids Corner. 13 Netflix docs is on YouTube now for free. Yep. Watch 13th. That's a great doc. And James Baldwin's I'm Not Your Negro. Watch that doc. That doc, 13th is very good and informative. And the James Baldwin, I'm Not Your Negro, that's the, like, a lot of white people are like, hey, what do we do? How do I get involved? Where have I had white privilege? That's the other thing too, white people. We all got to acknowledge this is where I was privileged and acknowledge it. You know, I got busted several times by the cops when I was a teenager. I got a slap on the wrist. They never processed me. I never got written up, nothing. Because I was a white kid. I was a suburban white kid. I was on the football team. Come on, boys will be boys. That's all I got. That right there is white privilege. You know? That right there. If I was black, my whole life would have changed. You have a good point. Shave your knuckles for justice. Cut a Phil, what's up? Shave 'em. Have you, Ron, or Jimmy tried reaching out to busted agent? Oh, no, I did read that one. Yeah, I guess I jumped ahead. Yeah, okay, I did read that one. No, but we're going to reach out to ex-wives of the agent provocateurs. Glass Third Eye, shave them for justice. Should stop focusing on electoral politics and focus on national labor movement, question mark. like a national worker union, unite Dems and Repubs under worker solidarity, and later turned it into a political movement. Yeah, I mean, that's something I've been saying since Bernie quit on us. That is like, I'm always saying you should vote. People are like, I'm not going to vote because both of these candidates suck. I do not condone that at all. Vote third party, write in a candidate, whatever. If you live in a swing state and feel like you need to vote for Biden, great. Voting, you should always vote in every election, but that's not it. Voting is like one of 10 things we all should be doing, but I absolutely agree. And part of these protests, police brutality, Black Lives Matter protests, within this is like, we need more unions. We need more good paying jobs. If the Black community had better jobs and better access to everything, like, one of the reasons African Americans are being affected more by COVID-19 is they don't have access to good health care. Like, being able to social distance is a privilege, But you're right, Third Eye. When I talk about voting or electoral politics, it's always just a thing. Yeah, of course we should do it. But general strikes, there's a lot of things we should all be doing. And if we don't see sweeping reforms from police departments across the country, then a general strike. That's another way to protest. We just all say, nah, we're shutting everything down again. We're doing it this time, not the government. We're shutting it down. We're shutting down your economy. This is what we want right now. We need to protest outside of Nancy Pelosi's home, outside of Chuck Schumer's home, outside of Mitch McConnell's home. That's what we need to be protesting outside of. Anthony, hey from Detroit, abolish Homeland Security Department. I'm down with that, Anthony. Chuck Keeler, keep it up. You got it, Chuck. Shave your knuckles for justice. Beth Thomas, what's up, Beth? Shave them. What are the implications for our society when healthcare workers are forced to get COVID vaccine? My brother's a doctor and said he will be required. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. I don't have an answer for that. I wish I did, but that's a great question, Beth. I don't know. That seems like a cascading effect of stuff. Anthony Chisholm, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice, still marched last night in front of impromptu crews, the Avenue event in small town where I am, and had racists yelling all lives matter and obscenities. I'm sorry. Videotape them. Next time bring a sign that says World War II vets fought fascists. Anna Max says, some of the MAGA people are coming to the Black Lives protests, at least in my area. Yeah. Get more people at the protest. A friend of mine was at a protest in Orange County, mostly white, and the MAGA people showed up and screaming stuff out of their truck, and this 19-year-old white girl was like, nope, quiet. Everyone would take a knee when they'd yell stuff and get quiet, and it would shut them up. Reach out to other activist groups, maybe in bigger cities or something like that, and see how are they. Reach out to Black Lives Matter and say, how do we handle this? That's what you do. And videotape them, hold them accountable. They sell racist stuff. Say, who's this guy? Oh, wow, this guy was a janitor at the high school? Not anymore. Hold them accountable. Put them on social media. They think they can get away with it. They're bullies. They think they can get away with it. And bullies don't think they're going to get caught. And all bullies are cowards. All bullies are cowards. They fold easy. Andrew Dwyer, do you know much about Vermont Lieutenant Governor? Apparently people are saying he's the next Bernie. Any thoughts? Don't know much about him. I don't either, Andrew. I wish I did. Again, since Bernie quit, I have not followed that much about electoral politics or politicians or whatever. I'm more about labor movements. I've talked about strikes, and now, the Black Lives Matter protests and how the police are in media. is lying to cover up for the brutal cops and how we need police reform. But I'm curious to see if the lieutenant governor, yeah, I'd like to see some third-party candidates emerge. Humanity, wanna be friends, bot removes likes, views. Oh God, Jesus, of course. What's up, humanity? How you doing? All right, I gotta roll soon. Bernie or guillotine 2020. You can't hold Biden accountable. He will do typical duopoly tactic of blaming the previous administration, and Trump is so shitty it will land easily. Yeah, but you can hold all the, yeah, of course, Biden will, if he wins, he'll do all that crap. But we just got to say no. We got to get loud because people are waking up. People are like, oh, wait, Biden wrote the 1994 crime bill. Like, we just got to stick them with facts, man. And when they go, well, it was Trump. No, actually, that was an Obama policy that Trump continued. You know, we got to just stay on point and don't let them off the hook. Ooh, Excel One-ish. Thank you for supporting the show. Really appreciate it. Cat B, what's up, Cat? $5 for a block on at Heathcliff, please. I yield my time. Oh, Heathcliff being a fuckstick? I yield my time. Oh. What do we got, a fascist in the midst, huh? Fascist? We're gonna hunt you down like we did in Germany. Mm-hmm. Why don't I start a party? Yeah, I don't know about that. Weird camera angle. Looks like you're wearing no pants and stockings. Yeah, just going pantless, guys. Just wearing lingerie underneath this. No, I got shorts on. See there? Oh, hilarious. Where are we at here? Yeah, Victory Jen. I won't take the Bill Gates vaccine either. Well, they're going to give the rich more trillions anyway. Hold on a quick second. I'm scrolling up. I can't find a cat. Eat the DNC, then get your stomach pumped. That's funny. Defund the CIA. Yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah. Fuck that cockfuck. All right. Sorry, Cat. I don't know if I found that clown, but if he pops up, I'll grab him. Smell you're on Graham Cam. Graham Cam. Whoa! I yield my time. Okay. All right, Cat. I'll see what I can do. Humanity. Please look up goddess, Irish pagan goddess Bridget. Oh yeah. Saint Bridget, that one, or the Irish pagan goddess Bridget. I know Saint Bridget is a. Stephen Denning, Shaving Knuckles for Justice. Republicans are trying to tee up Mike Pence presidency. Stop Trump now to dampen Pence's momentum in 2024. Yeah, of course. And people think Trump is the worst ever. Pence will be the worst ever because he's an evangelical. I mean, those wingnuts probably want to start these riots and everything so they can start a race war. So they think their second coming is like Jesus is going to return. They're out of their minds. Joe S., shave your knuckles with justice. Cat Terrell, shave your knuckles. Humanity, Sydney cops trapped people inside Central Station and pepper sprayed them. Wow. All cops are bastards. Not surprising. Hold them accountable. Get them fired. Leftover beefcake, shave it. Make cop trainees work retail. And if they don't murder the customers at the end of 6 months, they can have a badge and a gun. Fuck, that's funny. Burke Herrick, shave it. Just watch the LA riots from 92. Cops acting like monsters then and now. They will not stop, so they keep their empire of evil. Absolutely. And again, what's happened in the 28 years since Rodney King? Nothing. Only now we all have these in our pockets. So it's like no police oversight, no defunding, no nothing. No reforms happened in 28 years. Nothing. Not one single reform happened. Nothing. Creative experiments, Green Party state nominating convention don't allow write-in candidates or reported voter suppression to DOJ. Candidates want to work with the squad. Hawkins won and wants our military in Syria. Oh boy, gnarly. I'm not down with that. Artificial morphosman, Robert Kroll should be in prison. Boom. Karen Webster, DT's birthday, June 14th. Post pics of Obama all day. That's funny, Karen. Bernie Guillotine, 2020. Shave your knuckles for justice. I feel bad for the CIA operative assigned to monitor Graham and probably feeling personally attacked during these tirades. It looks like he's pointing at them. Hey, NSA and CAA or whoever's monitoring right now, come on the good side. Leave the dark side. Do like Darth Vader did in Return of the Jedi. He saved Luke. He found the goodness in his heart. You can do that. You're on the wrong side of history. You're on the bad team. You're on the dark side. Join the light. Become a Jedi. Seth Peterson. Seth! What's up, Seth? Thank you so much. And of course, you got a Luke Skywalker thing. Right on, dude. Graham, you are awesome and a true progressive fighter for justice. I wish everyone could get their news and info from you and other progressive outlets. Fukakta, mainstream media and the elites. It's our time to take all the power back from these mofos. You got that right, baby. You got that right, Seth. Vegan guns for the ruling class. Peaceful ones. Thanks, Seth. I really appreciate the big donation. I appreciate all your donations, even if it's $1, whatever. I appreciate all the ways any of you can support. I really do. And I've said this before. People that do the big number ones like that, thank you. You're helping the people right now who have no money and can't support the show. So you're helping two groups, me and you're helping the whole community. Thank you. Burke Herrick, shave it. We need a spiritual, social, economic revolution on a scale that has never been seen in the history of our species. The gods are willing. Just listen up. Oh, that sounds like some crybaby libtard bullshit. No, you're absolutely right, Burke. It is the time now. You know, peace has to win. Love has to win over hate. The dark evil of the ruling class and the pedophiles and the racists and the fascists, their time is up. And they know it. That's why they're doubling down. Empires always double down when they're collapsing. So it's up to us. Emberg 33, when are you posting the Dear White People video? Oh shit, yeah, I've got more stuff to edit. I will. Last week, man, was really gnarly, and my PTSD was triggered, and I was not sleeping well, and I couldn't focus, and so I just didn't get as many videos out next week, but I will in this next week, hopefully. So I apologize for the lateness on that, and I just had to take some days off. So I will. I'm getting this editor back online now that I got the SBA loan finally. So hopefully this week I'll get caught up. But there's also so much stuff happening and so many videos. It's like overwhelming, man. I mean, even I was talking to Johnny and Fee from Convo Couch, and they were just like backed because they went to all these protests. You get all this. So I'll get it. I'll get it up. I'll get it up. Thanks, man. Courtney W. What's up, Courtney? Advice on dealing with friends, family who are not racist but apathetic. Also, dealing with family who don't get it is really right. Cut them off. Find good examples online. I found this one and I reposted it about the All Lives Matter people. Go, and somebody posted that I reposted it on Instagram that said, like, imagine your child dies and you're at a funeral and you're saying, my child was special, and they're dead. And then someone from the audience yells out, all children are special. Find stuff like that to put it in a context for them to go see. And then throughout your life, anything, like me and my friends, a buddy of mine that I surf with, really good buddy of mine, we're both white guys. And we have been pointing out for years now, every time we have white privilege. Just so we're like making us both aware of it. Like several years ago, I mean, we would, we go surfing and then we'd like sneak into this hotel pool. It's an outdoor pool. It's like a Hampton Inn. It's in Orange County. We just walk in. Oh, I'm sorry, I've forgotten people. Oh, no problem. And we snuck in and everyone's like, yeah, no, oh, thank you so much. And we just, white guy, how are you? And we're sitting in this hot tub and he goes, man, this is white privilege. I said, yeah, absolutely. This is like two white guys, gray hair. How are you? Shaking hands. No one's going to question us at all. Whereas like two black guys that had room keys that were staying in the hotel, they'd be like, how are you? What room are you in? Okay, hold on a sec. We're going to check. So that's one way to do it too. Just calmly, when you're out with your friends and family who don't get it or are apathetic or say like, wow, there's some good cops. Go, cops that are standing by letting this happening, that's not a good cop. Just keep looking for those examples throughout your daily life, interacting with your friend, hanging out with them, just showing them. Did you see that? A comic friend of mine that I hadn't spoken to forever, a black dude, called me up and he's like, how you doing? We had this conversation. And he's, telling me, he's like, I just want you to know, I feel, when I go jogging, I got to be alert. And he's got 2 kids. His wife's white, but he goes, there's still kids of color and I worry for them. I don't when I would go jogging, I'm not worried someone's going to shoot me. I mean, a little bit in the sense because it's America and there's too many guns, but no one's going to shoot me for the color of my skin. I've never been worried about that. Point that out to your friends and family. Point out all the places where you have white privilege. Say, see how we're able to just get in here? Cops didn't hassle us or whatever. No one asked, they just, oh, yeah, you're fine, come on in. That wouldn't happen. Like, show those constant examples. That's a way to do it. Jameson Doan, have info regarding police in my town. Can I send you? Yes, you can, Jameson. Please do. Hey, Mayor Shaver Knuckles for Justice. Have you seen the Anonymous videos lately? Looks like we may just get our wish to re-engage activists. Oh, no, I heard it. Anonymous they've been fired up, and it's awesome. That's what we need. That's what we need. Anna Maxa, no. Some of the MAGA and supporter, no. No, some of the MAGAs are supporting BLM in my area. Oh my God, well, that's amazing. That's something to document. And that's something to go, yes, that's the unity we need. This ain't right. We're all Americans. That's beautiful. Oh, I misread that. I'm sorry, Animax. No, that's beautiful. Great. Like I saw these like white people defending their trailer park. Literally, someone put this up. They got all these guns and there's a Black Lives Matter protest. And I was like, if you say to those people, like if you're white, go up to them and go, you know, if you put your guns down and join us, everyone would cheer. Everyone would cheer. Everyone would applaud and clap and hug. And I bet you some of these people would like let go of the gun, they're gonna get me. That's a fear-based thinking. And what if they put down their gun and joined and everyone hugged and joined it? And like, we want like, let's all work together on this. That's beautiful. Oh my God, Animax, I'm sorry I misread that. That's beautiful. That's what we need more of, man. We got to try to reach out. We got to do it. Gene Scheid, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Going back to work tomorrow for the first time in 3 months. Going to wear my political vigilante shirt. Right on, Gene. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. You're making Gotham great again, Gene. Boda. Boom. Force cops to take EQ tests, empathy tests. Don't allow them to investigate themselves. Require them to have an IQ of at least 105. Yeah. Yeah. Do what they do with the cops in Germany, I'm told. They do training at like Dachau and Auschwitz and those death camps. And they go, see what happens when people in power gets out of control? Have them watch the Stanford experiment. A lot of great solutions, Bodo. Bernie or Guillotine 2020. Fun fact, NWA didn't write, fuck the firefighters. Yeah. They were like, fuck public school teachers, fuck garbage disposal, fuck street cleaners, fuck librarians. It was just one specific municipal group. Fun fact. Artificial Morphosman, shave it. Robert Kroll is the racist president of the Minneapolis Police Union. They intercepted an article about him, I think. Oh, good. Thank you for bringing that up to our attention. Thanks, brother. Humanity, boom. Tanker driver Bogdan Verchenko is Ukrainian military. Okay. Well, the Bidens have nothing to do with that. Don't worry. Bernie or Guillotine 2020. RIP my aunt. She didn't die, just racist. She didn't die. Just racist. Cancel. Oh, wow. Well, thank you guys all so much. 467 likes. That's fantastic. I really appreciate you all coming out. There's no karaoke here. Let's do... Paul Describer, psych screen scops yearly, fire racist bullies. Absolutely. Redneckonomics, fuck librarians. Fuck librarians with their get that microfiche out of my face. Telling me to shh when I read. Fuck the librarians. Oh, fuck, that's funny. Okay, Shatner, fuck the police. Okay, you got it. You got it. Okay, actually, I'll just bring up the screen here. We've never done a seated... Here we go, kids. Okay, I Shatner. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got bad because I'm brown and not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit, because I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten and thrown in jail. We could go toe-to-toe in the middle of a cell. Fuck with me because I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold and a pager, searching my car looking for the product, thinking every is selling narcotics. You'd rather see me in the pen than me and Lorenzo rolling the benzo, beat police out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to tape off the scene of a slaughter. Still can't swallow red water. I don't know if they grab his nuts, the other hand in a gun and can't get none, but don't let it be a black and white one, because they slam you down to the street top. Black police showing up for a white cop. Ice cubes will swarm. Any motherfucker in a blue uniform. Just because I'm from the CPT, punk police are afraid of me. Hey, young brother on a warpath, and when I'm finished, it's going to be a bloodbath of cops dying in L.A. Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Well, fuck the police. Fuck the police. Example of a scene. Pull your goddamn ass over right now. Oh, shit. Now, what the fuck are you pulling me over? Because I feel like it. You just sit your ass in the curb and shut the fuck up. Man, fuck this shit. All right, smartass, I'm talking to black ass to jail. MC Ren, will you please give your testimony to the jury about this fucked up incident? Fuck the police, and Ren said it with authority because the brothers on the street is a majority. A gang with whoever I'm stepping, and the motherfucking weapon is kept in a stash box. For the so-called law, wishing I was a brother they never saw. Lights start flashing behind me, but they're scared of a brother, so they mace me to blind me. But that shit don't work, I just laugh, because it gives me a hint not to step in my path. The police say, fuck you, punk, reading my rights and shit, it's all junk. Pulling out a silly club and you stand with a fake ass badge and a gun in your hand, but take up the gun so we see what's up and we'll get at it, punk. I'ma fuck you up. Make you think I'll kick your ass, but drop your gat and Ren's gonna blast. As sneaky as fuck when it comes to crime, but I'ma smoke 'em now and not next time. Smoke any motherfucker that sweats me or any asshole that threatens me. I'm a sniper with a hell of a scope. Taking out a cop or two, they can't cope with me. The motherfucking villain that's mad, the potential to get as bad as fuck. So I'm turn it around, put him a clip, yo, and this is the sound. Yo, something like that, but it all I get depends on the size of the gap. Talking to police would make my day, but a brother like Rand don't give a fuck to save. And I fuck the police again, fuck the police. Spot, fuck. So with War Factor 5 and fuck the police, you need a new police open now. Really have a work. Easy rest. Get down and put your hands up where I can see him. What the fuck did I do, man? What did I do? Just shut the fuck up and give your motherfucking ass on the floor. But I didn't do shit, man. Just shut the fuck up. Easy, why don't you step up to the stand and tell the jury how you feel about this bullshit? I'm tired of the motherfucking jacking, sweating like a while I'm chilling in the shack and shining a light in my face. And for what? Maybe it's because I kick so much butt. I kick ass, or maybe because I blast. Stupid ass brother when I'm playing with the trigger, and you use your AK because the police always got something stupid to say. They put my picture up with silence because my identity itself causes violence. The E, criminal behavior. Yeah, I'm a gangster, but I still got flavor. Without a gun and a badge, what do you got? A sucker in uniform waiting to get shot by me or another brother with a gat. If I don't, matter if he's smarter or bigger, slide him, kid from old school. As you know, east of the rule. Wherever I'm rolling, looking in the mirror, and there's no cure, yo, so I can hear a dumb motherfucker with a gun. And if rolling off the 8, he'll be the one that I take out and then get away. And while I'm driving off laughing, this is what I gotta say. Well, fuck the police. It's like, Squawk, as I've said, fuck the police. Sulu, fuck the police. Hulu, open up a hailing frequency and please fuck the police. The verdict, the jury has found you guilty of being a redneck, white bread cracker shit, motherfucker. Hey, that's a lie. That's a goddamn lie. I want justice. I want justice. Fuck you, black motherfuckers. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Oh boy. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Shatner was ill. Oh, drop the album. That was too good. Sweet. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the show. It's really, really glad I get to do it. A couple others. Karen Webster, thank you. King of the Dragon Man, Bald Knuckles, right on. Red Economics, check out her show, Stevie. It's good to see you back here. I like your quarantine look, but the new haircut looks good too. Thank you. Yeah, the quarantine was getting a little out of hand. I look like Clint Eastwood and Dirty Harry. Robert Gilbert. Check out Red Economics. That's a great show. You're all political vigilantes, like Redneck, like Backyard Politics. You're all political vigilantes, taking video and putting it up on social media if you're at a protest, retweeting those, retweeting information, whatever you're doing. Annabelle, what's up, Annabelle? Shave your knuckles for justice. You are amazing. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. Shave Your Knuckles for Justice tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. Shave your knuckles for justice. That tomorrow night, that stream is going to be free again on rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, free for everybody. All you got to do is create a Rockfin account. You don't have to pay any money. It's not for members. And I'll open up the Venmo tomorrow night. And any of the money tomorrow night on the Venmo, I will donate to Black Lives Matter. How's that sound? Boom, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on rockfin.com. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. Hugs, not guns. Love over light. Shave your knuckles for justice. Make Gotham great again. Boom. Boom.